Absolutely garbage. One of the worst things you can buy. And it's a Dimer collaboration. So this is canned, what do you call it? Canned tuna. But for some reason, it's Dimer collabed for some goddamn weird reason. But despite that, let's go over to the topic of the video. Let's sit down in the immaculate Yaru G desk. I'm sorry for the noise, it's construction. I got my coffee. I got my breakfast, beef bowl. Holy jump scare. Holy kanji study jump scare. Holy rent jump scare. Alright, so we jumped into the game. There was a good like intro hook. We just got 100 crystals just like that. You can do a survey, you can do all this stuff. Okay, enough about the padding. Let's talk about the actual video. So here's the screenshot. I was in some raggedy ass train station Wi-Fi. Okay, I was in the everyone around me was some tired, exhausted, sleeping salarymen, and I was the only one. Well, it's a funny story. So let's just jump into my character list. It's so recent that I got... Okay, so basically that's it. Excuse the dirty team. Let's go to the actual filter real quick. Yeah, so excuse all these characters that I didn't have before. So I got Kale, Caulifla Tag, UI Goku, and 2 copies of Vegeta, just like that, with only... I want to say only 7k CC. That is not bad. That is not bad. 5-star, 5-star, and 7-star. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's jump into it. So, well, I'm just going to fiddle around with... Okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to fiddle around with the UI while I talk. So basically, I had 800 crystals yesterday. And I was actually out on the train. I didn't have any data, which is probably the key thing, because no one would resort to trash train Wi-Fi. So I was going to meet up for dinner, and then she said, oh, where is your closest... Let's meet at your closest exit, like Shinjuku Station or something. Let's Google map your closest coordinates of the biggest building or tourist attraction or whatever, and we can meet there. And then I was like, I bet. Hold on. I have 800k CCs. I cannot disregard. I'm sorry, lady. And then I was like, hold on. We got that Monday mission thing. I don't know if it pops up now. That Monday mission thing, that's free 100 CCs, just like that. And then I can grind story mode for like for like 10 minutes to get 100 CCs. And then I have 1,000 CCs to summon on the extreme guaranteed, which was step 4 here. So I was like, all right, bet. And then I pressed the summon. I had 1k CCs. I pressed the summon, and it loaded for so long. The loading bar, because it was trash, raggedy ass Wi-Fi, the loading bar loaded for like 5 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. The loading bar like did tiny steps. It was like 1% to 1.1% to 1.2%. I was like, what have I done? So I was sitting on the train staring at nothing for like 5 minutes, and then the animation finally came, and it was some like garbage extreme guaranteed animation, like Goku versus Frieza, where it wasn't even... It was just the beam clash, and that's the end. And then all of them were extremes, and all the Vegetas were all fake outs. And then I was like, okay, the key thing you need to understand is that I have not been a regular player of the game. So the algorithm, okay, there's some like personal algorithm shit with all this gambling and gacha stuff. Like, it's pretty obvious. It's boosted for anniversary, because I did not summon on Ultra Cell. I did not summon on Kid Goku, Demon King, Instant Transmit. Like, there's so many units for the past 2 months. I didn't even like jump on the game. So I'm a returning player, and they know how much they've gambled already. So they're like, okay, we got to make this. We got to return his good relationship with gambling real quick. So 7k CCs. I literally got all of the headliners except for Cabba and 2 copies of Vegeta. So that is a very good deal, basically for free. For free, I got these headliner units, and some people out here are spending like actual money. So don't actually use a VPN in Japan to pull your summons. I don't know how that will turn out. Don't actually go to train stations and grind legends at a train station. Okay, I'm just saying. It's just a funny coincidence that the first time in my life I have two copies of a headliner unit and one multi, just like that. So that's it.